This podcast is certified fresh. Freshmediaworks.com.
Welcome to the Montgomery ISD Athletics Show, where each week we share conversations about everything that makes MISD athletics so great. Montgomery ISD, in partnership with families and community, will graduate all students with the knowledge, skills, and leadership necessary to thrive as productive and responsible citizens. Athletics play a vital role in student success, promoting physical and mental well-being while developing essential life skills like teamwork, leadership, and resilience that benefit students far beyond high school. The Montgomery ISD Coaches Show is fueled by EAG Automotive, East Texas's MVP since 1977. With 8 locations and a winning lineup of new and pre-owned rides, they bring the heat with hometown hustle and high-performance service. EAG Automotive, where East Texas drives to win.
With 60,000 fiber route miles across 20 states, we deliver reliable solutions. We prioritize customer service to build better relationships and a better Texas. Consolidated Communications. Let's build a better network.
All right, everybody join me in welcoming Coach Thomas Stout from Montgomery Boys Soccer. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great. So I guess first, tell me, how long have you been the soccer coach there?
Here at Montgomery High School, this is my 5th year, so this will be my 4th year in charge of the boys as a head coach.
Nice.
I came here my first year. I was Coach Wilkinson's assistant on the girls' side.
Okay, and what else do you do there?
Here I teach principles of law. Also teach business and marketing. Also teach real estate. So kind of in that CTE field side.
Yeah.
Kind of depending on what year it is, depends on what class I have.
It's kind of the cool stuff that wasn't around when I was in high school.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. The stuff that we kind of figure out, how do I do this? We start kind of giving them ideas on how to do that in high school now. So it's a good thing.
Cool.
It's good.
Yeah. And I need to talk to you because we do marketing, so I'd love to,
Awesome.
chime in and help you out there. Anyway, let's talk soccer, though. That's what we're here for. Last year, 5th in district. It looked like you weren't very far from that 4th spot, but explain how it works in terms of who makes playoffs, how you do playoffs, things like that.
Yeah. So in soccer, the way it works, similar to football, top 4 teams in district go.
Right.
You can have a 5-team district. You can have a 9, 10-team district. It's always a top 4. And depending on what top 4 schools finish, you finish your district 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they look at your population that you turned in for the high school, and they rank them that way to see who goes 5A small or 5A big.
Right.
And we're the smallest population-wise. We're the smallest high school in our district, so we'll always go small. But there are schools that are, College Station and A&M are literally 10 kids away from going 6A.
Wow.
So, we have a big spread of probably difference of 800 students from our top school down to our bottom, if not 1,000 students difference. So.
Wow. Yeah. And y'all came close to that 4th spot, who was gotten by a much bigger school.
Yeah. We went into the last game kind of win or go home.
Yeah.
A tie wouldn't do much. In soccer, a tie, both teams get 1. They were 1 point ahead of us. So it was win or go home. And it was exciting and then sad at the same time because we didn't get the results we wanted.
Yeah.
But that was the first time this program has kind of been in that situation, like going to the last game to get in for quite a few years. First time since I've been here, and every year we kind of just gotten closer. And I'm tired of getting closer. And hopefully this year is the one that's going to break it.
All that's left is getting the playoffs now.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's our next step. I came in here, we got more wins first year than the last 2-3 years combined, and finished 6th and then 5th, but kind of away from 5th, and then 3 points away from 5th last year going into the last game. And just, one goal here, one goal there, one
Yeah.
call here, one call there could have easily put us in, and it would have, the kids would have seen how their hard work paid off, but they
Yeah.
still saw because they got themselves in that position, and they know they're there. They're close because our district is,
Yeah.
I saw rankings this year, and our district is 8th or 10th hardest in the region. So, I mean, ever since I've been here, a team from our district has gone to at least the regional finals,
Yeah.
if not state. So our district ends up knocking ourselves out of playoffs on the way to region.
Right, right.
So
And with five ties last year, those are five matches that could have turned out to a win pretty easily.
yeah, especially some of those that in soccer, there's those good ties. Like you're like, okay, this team is better than us.
Right.
Let's see if we can steal something. If we tie, hey, we'll get a point, move on. One is better than zero. And then some of those, probably two of them were like we should have came out with three.
Get it. Yeah.
One way or the other, we should have came out with three, but a tie is better than a loss.
That's true. That's
But
true.
that keeps us moving forward and gave us that chance at the end of the year to control our own destiny instead of wait for everybody else to help us out. So
I love that. And you as coaches, you see the growth, you see the program improving. How about the kids? You mentioned that they saw some of the success, but do they see that they're right on the edge there?
yeah, they saw that. I mean, even this year with us being really young,
Yeah.
they know that they can compete. We'll go through preseason and we'll do really well. We'll come out of preseason 7-2, 6-3 against other 6A schools and other 5A schools.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard when we get into our district, so that they know we're good enough.
Yeah.
It's just happen to where we're at in district, and they know it's going to be a fight. There's no easy games. I mean, even the games where we kind of walk in and say, hey, we are the favorite.
Yep.
It's still going to be a very competitive game because our district is that strong, and they understand that, and they're ready to go. They're ready to work.
And you mentioned your team's young this year. What do you have coming back from last year?
So starters, I have 3 guys coming back that were starters from last year. And 2 of them were playing in completely different positions. I have Tyler Graziano, who was kind of a utility guy. He played outside back for us last year, played forward, could run up and down the field. He's moving back to center back for us this year. Just because he's a strong defensive presence. He's one of those kids that could play multiple positions.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a senior this year. I have Eric Little, who was playing left back this year, or last year, sorry, left back last year, and he's going to probably be moving into the midfield a little bit more this year, so he could get forward because he's a workhorse, left-footed, runs up and down the field. He's gonna be that engine in that midfield that's just going to work and defend and also support going attacking. And then we got a young kid, which I try not to brag about too much just because he's my son, but he's also my son, so I could brag a little bit. River, who's going to be kind of part of the tip of that sword on our attack. We do have some incoming freshmen that are going to play some big roles, but my forward line's sophomores, freshmen, and a junior. And I got one senior stepping in there that was a big part on JV last year. So, we're young, but we're going to be competitive, and we're going to get in there to the end. And like I say, it might be some games we steal a point and get a tie, but we're going to take the hits, but we're going to give hits this year.
I love it. Yeah, you were talking about the different kids that are coming back. If you could pull out a couple names there, and just who maybe is going to surprise some people.
Like I said, not to brag again, I think River sophomore is going to surprise a lot of people. Last year, he kind of really started getting comfortable, getting his footing towards the end of the year. When he kind of like, hey, this is my job this year. This is my responsibility, kind of more of a facilitator, but I can still create chances. and now he's got that confidence with that freshman year under his belt on varsity, playing against 18-year-olds being 14, 15.
Yeah.
He wants that now. Like, he wants that pressure. He wants to be the guy that, hey, we need something to happen. Can you create something for us? Either that's by creating scoring chances for himself, for somebody else, or just, hey, boost us up when we need it, when we're struggling.
Got it.
One kid I forgot, I don't know how in the world I forgot him, Reese Finch in goal. Sophomore last year. Votings didn't go our way, but I mean, hands down, I think he would, not because he's my kid, my player, but he was the best keeper in our district. And he's a junior. He controls the box. He plays sweeper keeper. He could play with his feet. Like, he's one that I don't kind of have to worry about too much, as far as what I'm going to get from him day in, day out, because he's always ready to go.
Excellent.
So yeah, then I have some really good key guys that are going to fill in. We have a really good team this year, as far as nobody is all about them. Nobody's like me. Like, hey, if it's not my day today, it's your day today, and I'll make sure we get you what you need for your day today. It doesn't always have to be about me. So we actually get to play faster just by sharing the ball a lot more. Like, at any time, there's, you still have your guys that are going to show up in key moments, but we have guys that are going to be able to, a lot of different guys that are going to be able to do different things at any time. So it's going to be hard for teams to kind of focus in on, maybe like last year, I had one guy that was our goal scorer. Well, now we're going to be able to do it by a couple, 3 or 4 different guys. So it's going to be a lot harder for them to figure that out, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the preseason, you get some more wins there. What is your philosophy in that preseason scheduling? Because you've been there long enough that you're in charge of the scheduling now. So do you like to, hey, we need some wins, we need these boys to experience success? Or is it, look, we're going to be tested so hard in our district, they better be ready, so we want tougher opponents?
Yeah, I like a good combination, especially with this group being young, but they're still talented.
Yeah.
I want some games, I don't want games that we can just walk in and just show up and it's, 8-0 at halftime and be done.
Right.
That's a good confidence boost, but it's kind of like that. Hey, did we really have to work? Did we get better from it?
Yeah.
Because you could go undefeated in preseason and tournaments and all that, but if you don't win in district, that's kind of what everybody remembers.
Right.
So I like a good combination. I like to get some of the big 5A schools, 6A schools, and see, what are we really made of? Like, for example, last year, the school down the road, they went all the way to state semifinals. We split the season with them. We beat them, and then they beat us here at home. State champs for 5A, we lost 1-0 in a tournament. And we competed in that one. I felt probably could have been a tie. So I like that good combination to be able to have somewhere you got to work. You still get results because that boosts up your confidence, especially as young as we are. But some that kind of reminds them, hey, there's still better teams out there, and we just got to put our head down and work even harder for those games.
Right on. And talk to me about district. What do you expect out of district this year?
All of our teams, I expect Consol is going to be Consol. College Station is going to be College Station. Lake Creek, it's hard to tell because that's a rivalry school.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those, you throw the records out on that game no matter what happens. And I think that's with any rivalry. It doesn't matter if one team is undefeated and the other one has 0 wins. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be hard just because there's a little extra oomph into it.
Yeah.
And kind of like how it went last year, it's hard to tell. Obviously, we're confident in what we can do. I know quite a few of those boys over there on the other side. Well, definitely that's, we start our district with them, and it's highlighted on the schedule with everybody, and not just me, but it's going to be competitive. There's not going to be any games towards 8-0 and we're walking off the field, with 20 minutes left in the game. So we're going to have to grind it out, work, and and fight the whole way through. And I think that's going to be our whole district.
And let's assume you get one of those playoff spots. Who are the other three in the playoffs?
Consol, College Station, and I would probably say Lake Creek would be in there also.
I know it hurts you to say that, right?
It does.
You can see that on your face.
It does. In a perfect world, third and fourth, and we're anywhere above them.
Yes, right.
So I've known George. I mean, him and his son and my son played together.
Yeah,
they played together in club. I've known him 10 years or so. So I have a lot of respect for him, but at the same time, when we get on that field, it's like, we don't talk trash to each other, but we know it's kind of like a little shoulder nudge, a little wink, kind of like, hey, I got you this game, I got you that game, or I'm coming for you kind of thing. But I think on both sides, there's mutual respect for both of us, but it's a rivalry game, and we both are athletes, maybe a couple years ago.
Right.
We're competitive, so we want our teams to perform well, and whatever happens at the end of the day, as long as they perform, and we'll see what
the Motown Showdown is real.
Yeah, very real, very real.
I love it. Well, Coach Stout, I want to thank you so much for sitting down with me. Best of luck this season. Hopefully we'll be talking closer to the end of the season, and we'll be talking about what a great season you had.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Right on. Thanks
awesome.
a lot.
All right, thank you.
At the Woodlands Behavioral Health and Wellness Center, they want kids to thrive, not just in school, but in sports and in life. Pressures like anxiety, ADHD, or even the stress of competition and injuries can hold them back. That's why their team offers specialized care, including sports psychology, to help kids manage performance pressure, bounce back from setbacks, and build confidence on and off the field. They provide complimentary consultations, so call today. Call 281-528-4226 or visit addwoodlands.com, because every student deserves the chance to thrive.